Okay, welcome back for second time today, Stefano. Thank you very much. I know you're tired. I know you're busy. So we got cut off midway through looking at Galaxy Farm the other day, people. So we're just going to finish that off for you today, talk you through it. Right. So what I've done is, come on. I have opened up the bridge with the Matic main net. Talk me through it, Stefano. What do we do next?
So right now, what you want to do is that you need to transfer the funds because obviously you have nothing on your Matic network wallet.
Yep.
There is nothing. All the funds are like on the Ethereum mainnet. So you want to do is go to the bridge and obviously like transfer the funds from the Ethereum to the Matic layer 2. So in order to do that, you're actually going to wallet.matic.network.
Okay. Wallet.matic.network. Very busy. Everyone's trying to do it. Okay. Connect MetaMask.
So at that point, yeah, obviously you want to connect with MetaMask because that's the wallet that everybody uses.
Okay.
Okay, now that you're there, so the thing that you want to do is that right now you're actually like showing the Matic thing. So you're actually like showing what you have on the Matic main network because it's basically like showing that over there. So what you want to do is that you want to click on move funds to Matic mainnet where there is like that CPA. The only thing is that like your RPC is now selected on Matic, isn't it? So you want to click on MetaMask first because you need to pay the gas. That's the only thing. So you want to click on Matic mainnet. You want to change your RPC to Ethereum mainnet. Okay, you want to refresh the Matic wallet version 2 page, basically. It's not really going to change much. The only thing is that like once you're transferring that, you need to pay the gas. And in order to pay gas, you need to use the Ethereum mainnet. So you want to be on the right RPC when you're starting doing all of these things and from the start. So now you click on move funds to Matic mainnet. You select the amount of the token that you wanna exchange, and obviously like the amount that you wish to exchange. Now in this specific case, you want to transfer 8,210 Matic, all into Matic. Okay, that's fine. No, that's already done. Don't click anything over there, obviously, because you're transferring from Ethereum to Matic network. As per usual, when in doubt, just read the page. The UX is good in these things, at least. That's
we're moving from layer 1 to layer 2 here, people.
So you want to click on transfer. From there, you completely say, yeah, whatever. You don't care. You click continue. On there, you click continue once again. You're going to pay quite a bit of on gas fees because you are obviously using the network in a moment that it's quite specific right now. Now, it's select on Plasma Bridge. Click on transfer mode. Let's see if you can use the POS. Sorry, because that Plasma takes like ages. Click on Plasma Bridge.
Nothing happening there.
Okay, scroll down. Can you scroll down?
No.
Okay, then it doesn't allow you to change the POS. It means like that everybody's using POS right now and it push you on Plasma. That's fine, not a problem. Click on continue. It shows it should open MetaMask at this point and ask you to confirm the transaction.
Yep, I'm doing that now.
Okay, because we cannot see that from the screen. You confirm your transaction on MetaMask as per usual. You pay your gas. If you ever use MetaMask, you ever done anything on the blockchain, you know that every time that you want to do something, you need to confirm that. And then you are on this page, basically. At this point, you need to wait. And it's not as fast as like, a couple of seconds or anything like that. This is actually going to take a fair bit of time, especially because like in the case of the example, we are on Plasma. With Plasma, you might actually even take days to actually do this thing. If you're on POS, it might take a couple of hours. So, when you're in this situation, just leave it everything as it is. Go on with your day, do whatever you want. And then in a couple of hours, you can check again. Now, the system is basically going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you once the transaction is approved. There it is. Now it's the specific case. Now that you have approved it, that it's ready, you can click on continue. It's going to re-ask. Remember that, always the same thing. It's going to ask you to like confirm the transaction. You're going to open your MetaMask. You're going to accept, confirm the transaction. And you're going to go like on the next stage. And you're basically like going to keep doing this till the end. Once you get on the complete stage, at that point, the funds from your MetaMask are going to completely disappear because your RPC is still Ethereum. And then you're going to click on that Ethereum mainnet on the top, or you're going to go back on wallet.matic.network, and you're going to change your RPC on Matic at that point, the one that you installed at the beginning, hopefully. And you're going to see that the balance is obviously being migrated. And voila, you have transferred Matic in the specific case, but you could do that with any other token from layer 1 to layer 2. That's it. Done.
Okay. So... Right now, could you just very briefly tell? I mean, I sort of see this. Would you call it a battle between the Binance Smart Chain and Matic at this point?
I think that there are two completely different things.
Really?
What do they have in common? Nothing.
Well, are there a lot of projects that are using the Binance Smart Chain over Matic that could be using Matic, in your opinion? Or
yeah, of course, in the same way that there are a lot of projects that are using Polygon and they could use Binance Smart Chain. They follow two different total approach. Binance Smart Chain is strong because you have the Binance ecosystem behind. So if you are, I don't want to throw anybody like off the rail and so on. I'm sure that there is a lot of good stuff on Binance. I do not use Binance. I said that many times. I'm not a fan of that. I'm literally like my first BNB, I received that on a faucet thanks to Jordan to play block duelers. Why don't I use that? Because I don't believe in the values that are being portrayed by the company. I use Polygon. Yes, I do. Why? Because Polygon is a layer 2 on top of Ethereum and it supports the decentralization that is brought in place by Ethereum. Can you make money on both chains? Yes, you can. You can do yield farming on both. You can play games on both. Polygon has Aavegotchi. Binance Smart Chain has block duelers. Both games are very cool. I like them. I like them both. It's up to like whatever chain you wanna follow on, but they're very different in terms of like what they stand for, how they work. The entire technology behind is completely different. Being a validator on Matic, you are actually staking in order to do that. Binance has like what 21 validators in total, or something like that are specifically approved by Binance per se. So you cannot be a validator. They're very different things.
Okay. So Stefano, in really basic terms, could you explain to somebody that's looking to do this for the first time? I know there's a lot of people out there that have heard, okay, Matic's a great token to buy. It's layer 2 Ethereum. They've had it sitting on Binance, like I have. I've moved it to a MetaMask. I've now moved it onto the layer 2 Matic network. So in simple terms, where are those funds now for someone that doesn't really understand this space, and what can I do next? Could you just give us a little more context around that for people that are doing this for the first time?
So the funds are obviously like being generated on Ethereum, because like you're transferring that from layer 1 to layer 2. So you're basically telling the blockchain, hey, those funds are not available on Ethereum anymore. Like they disappeared from that chain, and they get like transfer and basically like print on a layer 2. So you're basically doing a cross-chain movements in the same way of like, how can I explain this on someone that doesn't understand blockchain? Think about like moving between one country to another and changing your currency. You know, I'm in Singapore, I use Singaporean dollars. If I go to New Zealand, I would have to exchange my Singaporean dollars into New Zealand dollars. How would that work? I will go to an exchange or to an ATM or to a bank or whatever company there is. I will give my Singaporean dollars. They will keep that. They would store that. They would remove that from the circulation for that specific moment, and they will give me new currency that I can use. Here, they're giving me the same value. So, you know, you're exchanging Matic layer 1 for Matic layer 2. They are two different things, but they carry obviously the same value because they're the same token at the end of the day, but they are on two different blockchains. So by having them on layer 2, now you get access on the entire ecosystem of the layer 2, but you lose the entire ecosystem on layer 1. Like if you want to use like Aave, or Aave is available on layer 2 as well, but if you want to use, for example, OpenSea is currently not available on layer 2. If you want to use Uniswap is not available on Polygon. Like you lose that entire ecosystem, but you gain a new ecosystem of other projects. Like we had a video on QuickSwap. So you lose Uniswap, you gain QuickSwap, and so on.
Okay. So effectively, what have I done so far? I've moved funds in my MetaMask to the Matic layer 2 network. Now,
and you remove them from the layer 1.
Yep.
So they're not on Ethereum anymore.
Yep. They're on the Matic network now. Now, reasons to be on the Matic network are?
Just use it and you will see.
It's what we're about to do. That's what we're about to do.
It's super cheap. It's super, super cheap. Like it's so cheap that it's basically, people are calling it gas free, like 100% gas free. Now it's not very true. Like you still spend a little bit of money, but it's so little that is almost gas free.
Yeah.
So really, but what's the benefit? Use it once and you get it. Like it's really that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do in these videos, people, they call me the boomer. The amount of crap I get from the guys in the background here is shocking. It brings me to tears. I cry myself to sleep at night having to work with Stefano. But he does.
You're welcome. Anytime.
He does know what he's doing. And, you know, coming from my Bitcoin background for so many years, like you, the audience, I am learning a lot of this stuff. So, yeah, I'm here to ask the dumb questions for you. Would you say it's incredibly dumb to be holding a Matic token on layer 1 or on Binance, for example?
No, because like if you wanna, on Binance, I have different opinions on that. But let's focus on like, would I think that it's stupid to have a Matic on layer 1? No, because if you want to do staking, so if you want to be a validator of Matic and so earn that sweet 16% return a year, you need your Matic on layer 1. You cannot do that if you have that on layer 2. So
you could have told me that before I moved it.
Well, but you get access to other stuff, obviously.
I know. That's what we're about to see. That's what I'm very excited.
But that's the thing. Like you got pros and cons, and it's that thing. You open up opportunities, you lose others. And that's what we mention every single time. You need to have a plan when you're doing these type of things. You need to know what you're aiming to achieve in all of these. But at the same time, Now, I don't know if you can actually like gain a return on Binance if you have your Matic token, considering that they are strong competitors at this point. I would assume no,
You
but
can actually stake Matic on Binance.
what's the return that you're getting on that?
I don't want to say off the top of my head, but I'll put the text up on the screen. But I think it's around 15%.
Okay, so then it's pretty much the same with being a validator on that, which basically means that if that is the case, it means that you're staking your Matic on Binance, and Binance is being a validator for you. That's in super simple what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is also true because Binance is one of the biggest validator for the Matic network. It's true. They own one of the biggest pool, and so they are one of the biggest node validator right now, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So what can you do? You can do that. You can stake that on layer 1. You can have them on layer 2 and do other stuff with that. There are a lot of things. I would say, however, that now I do not have a lot of Matic on layer 2 because with the fact that the gas fees are so low, I don't store a lot of Matic on layer 2 because I rather have like all the other tokens that there are available. Like there are so many different opportunities that like you end up doing that thing that people dream to do on layer 1. When you're buying like, now I'm gonna throw random numbers, but you buy 10 ETH, and you're on layer 1. If the gas price is super low, which is exactly what was the case in like a year ago and so on, you were converting those ETH to do other stuff because there were so many opportunities. Now, Matic, when you start digging into this stuff, you really have a lot of opportunities that you can play around with. So you actually, over time, you end up not really having a lot of Matic on layer 2 because you're simply just converting them for a lot of stuff.
Let me ask a couple of dumb questions. So my laptop melted on me the other day, as you know. I fortunately had my backup phrase, my 12 words. I've recovered it. Now, when I move these funds from my MetaMask from layer 1 to layer 2, they're still in that MetaMask wallet, aren't they? Just on a different network.
They're in the
still
same
in
address.
the same wallet. Yeah.
So the beauty of this, and this is like super cool because it also gives you that idea of what is going to happen in the long run. You're changing the RPC. Your address remains the same. If the address remains the same, if the public address remains the same, it means that also the private address, the private key are the same. So by storing one key, now I know that everybody's like, oh my God, storing one key is already super difficult. But by storing one key, you get access to, Ethereum, Polygon, XDAI, Binance Smart Chain. I assume soon it's going to be like Polkadot as well. And you start having access to like all of these like cross-chain solutions, which is super cool because you really have like only one thing to remember and really protect at that point.
Now, one of the reasons that I'm wanting to move on to this layer 2, Stefano, is to look at the other sort of yield farming opportunities. There was one we started to look at the other day. Remind me of the name, Galaxy Farm. So now that I'm moving these funds to layer 2, obviously the whole point here is that it just reduces all these transaction fees. I can interact with all the games, I can buy NFTs, etc. As far as looking to get some yield out of assets that I'm going to move across, first question, what assets can I move across to layer 2 onto Matic that are currently in my MetaMask? Stupid question once again, but
everything,
absolutely everything can be moved across. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the classic rules, like you're paying gas. So if you own like an asset, like you own $50 of something, like maybe not, but in general, like, yeah, you can move whatever token you have on layer 1.
Okay. Very good. Now, in your opinion, obviously not financial advice, but what are the exciting things that we could look at on layer 2 and show the audience right now?
So right now there is still like the yield farming that is happening on QuickSwap, and so a lot of the pools over there are still available, and there are like a lot of different pairs and everything. I am farming there the Ghost USDC pool. I'm a liquidity provider on that pool, and then I'm staking that on Aavegotchi, and so I'm farming the friend token on the Aavegotchi website so that I can get wearables for the Aavegotchi. And then that same liquidity provider staked Ghost USDC. I'm using that to farm Quick token. So basically, like with one pool, I'm farming 3 things at the same time. That's also the super cool thing of DeFi. But down with Matic, it also means that like you can do that with $50. You don't have to be like $100,000 and so on. So you're doing like 3 things at the same time, even like with small amounts. And then the other thing that I'm doing the Galaxy Farm, where I provide liquidity on a lot of different pools. I went like in a very different approach. So my staking on Ghost is very similar, like showing what truly you can do on Polygon. Doing all of these different things with a very, very small budget, which otherwise on layer 1 would be totally impossible. While on Galaxy Farm, we're talking about like an yield farming of around like 200% a year, which will last for 30 days. So this is not something like, you park your $100 and you check them in a year and so on. This is like something where you can gain a nice return. So on that one, I would, I'm actually playing that in a more aggressive way because I have the funds that I can do that. And so I don't really care about the gas involved in that point, because $50, $100 in gas doesn't really affect me at that point. However, there is an important point on that. The fact that I'm on Polygon, now the way that the Galaxy Farm works is that you have 11 different pairs, and the fact that you're providing the LP on one specific pair allows you to farm 11 tokens at the same time. Now, assuming the simple fact that you don't know. So let's play the risk-averse thing. Now, this is not true in any possible way, but let's say that every single one of those 11 projects is dumb as hell. It's not true. They actually have like some very cool project, by the way, but just for the sake of the example. And so you're there just for making money. You need to play against the impermanent loss. We spoke about this for a long time. So you have 11 pools. Some of those are going to win. Some of those are going to lose big time, because obviously like someone is farming, that person will dump tons of tokens, destroy the market value. We have spoke about all of these things in the long term. If you're on Ethereum, chances are that if you're starting playing with like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, you join one of those 11 pools, because doing all of the different operation and so on is going to cost you $100, $150 pretty much. So let's say that you join like with $1,000 or 2,000, it's already like between 7 and 15% of your budget. That almost burn and eat out everything that you're going to farm in the 30 days that are available. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It means that like it opens up only to people that can join like with 10,000, 50,000, $100,000. But because you're a Matic, the cost of joining all of these things is perhaps 2 cents, 3 cents. That means that at that point, if you don't know anything about these projects, you can differentiate your risk, going on, instead of being on only one pool, potentially even being on all 11s. And at that point, it doesn't matter, because like you hope that overall you're going to exit with a profit, and you can do that because there are basically no fees involved in that process.
All right,
and
Stefano,
that's something
punch the air. We're on layer 2.
You're on layer 2. Congratulations.
Okay. So, tell me, what should we do with this Matic?
Well, I don't know what you want to do, but like you can go on the Galaxy farm. You can go on the router.
You got time to quickly do a transaction with me?
Man, it's super late. It's really late. I need to go.
Yeah.
You got your layer 2. Go on router. Go on router protocol. Oh, do you need to change the RPC? Sorry. Change the RPC. Click on your MetaMask. Click on Ethereum mainnet. Go on Matic mainnet. Down. Yeah. Okay, now you should see the balance. There it is, which means that it's confirmation that you're on layer 2. Now you want to go on, let's say that you want to go on Galaxy Farm, just to oversimplify. If you want to change, then you can do that on your own. But go on router protocol, I think it is.
One word.
And yeah, click there. And then you go on products. And on products, you need to go first on DFYN because you need to join the liquidity pool. And so you click on launch exchange. Now, to oversimplify,
this is roughly where we got taken off last time.
Pretty much, yes. Now, keep in mind that in order to join that pool, you need to have Ethereum. So your pairs are the token on Ethereum. So right now you have only Matic. So you basically need to like accept everything, accept the updates on the right and so on. Okay, and at that point you want to select the token. Now let's do, for the sake of the example, you want to buy Ethereum, and then
well, not for the sake of the example. We're actually doing this right now.
Okay, so select the token, select Ethereum, choose a list. Yeah, sure. Sure, select the default one. You type Ethereum, or it's there, like you find that, that's fine. And then you want to convert, for example, I don't know how many Matic you want to convert. That's up to you. 1,000 or something like that.
Should we just do a 50-50 then? No?
Well, you can't join the Galaxy Farm with Matic either way. So your Matic are all gonna disappear. See, that goes back on like what I was saying.
Okay. So probably
if you wanna let's assume that you wanna keep like your Matic. So let's go on quick swap. Keep your Matic, and it's fine. It's totally okay. You know, that's the beauty of the system. You have like different options.
Yeah.
So on quick swap, on Matic, I do believe that you do have a few pools available to actually farm the quick tokens. So click on connect to wallet on the top right. MetaMask. It's going to open up your MetaMask. It's going to ask you to sign the transaction. You're going to do that, blah, blah, and so on, as per usual.
Okay.
Okay, from there, go on rewards. On the top left, go on rewards. And so from rewards, you're going to be able to see all the different pools that are available. So you can see Matic Quick, which is basically like a pool with like Matic and the Quick token. You got Ethereum Matic, that's a nice one, and it's farm also 55 Quick per day with 10 millions. Is pretty big, but it's not bad at all actually.
Which one? This one here.
What else we got? Scroll down. Yeah, you can join that, for example. That's a nice one. You got Aga, by the way, which we reviewed, that you got other pages, but they give like less rewards and so on. So let's assume that you want to join the Matic Ethereum, which is like a standard one at this point. You scroll up. No, you can't do that from there. You need the tokens first. So you go up, you go on swap. And so from swap at that point, you want to select a token and you select Ethereum. You can just like type that above if you don't want to search that or whatever, but that's fine. Let's say that you want to do like half and a half. You can do 4,000 of the balance that you have. Keep like those 210 for like future things and so on. You could do that. You could do that with 1,000. You can do that with 2,000. You can put like whatever amount you want to put. You're not obliged of like doing the same amount and so on. You click on swap. Now, once you click on swap, MetaMask is going to open. It's going to ask you to like confirm the transactions and everything. This is exactly the same thing that as on Uniswap, or I assume PancakeSwap as well, or the FYN, by the way, works exactly in the same way. Like all of these DACs are kind of the same right now. They're all the same. So you close, okay, it's done. Transaction is being confirmed, and there it is. Now you just swap your 4,000 METI for 0.675 ETH. So now you want to click on pool. because now you want to take those tokens and you want to join a liquidity pool. So you click on your pool and you want to search for, you click on add liquidity, because you already know the pool that you're going to join. You're going to join the pool that has Matic Ethereum, because you remember that. Now you got Matic on the top, and below you want to select Ethereum, because that's the pool that you want to join. You find that it's already available on Common-Base, by the way. Now at that point, you can click on Ethereum and you can select max, because we're calculating that, but we're going to be left with the 210 Matic. So it's a little bit less, but that's totally fine. You want to approve the ETH. Now you don't have to approve the Matic, because that's your starting point. You're already approving that. But Ethereum is a new token. You didn't approve the transactions on Ethereum before. This is the same on Uniswap when you're joining like anything, by the way. You will open your MetaMask.
It's free.
You're gonna approve the transaction. You know, you're gonna just like wait for the system to approve everything, and then once that is done, and
confirm.
You're supposed to approve that. Okay, now it's approving. And then once that is done, you will be able to click on supply. Now, when you click on supply, you will basically like position the 3,989 Matic. Yes, click on confirm, obviously. So you are going to position like providing liquidity into that pool, and exactly the same thing that happens when you're joining like any pool. You're putting the tokens, your Matic token and your Ethereum token, and you're going to receive in return an LP token. Now in the specific case, Sean will receive 46.06 Matic ETH pool token. So it's a new token that represents his shares in the pool. Yes, click on confirm, Sean, by the way. And
yeah, I'm doing that, but it's just unfortunately it just keeps popping back.
Click on MetaMask, see if there is anything there. Okay, click again. Refresh the page. Maybe it's a bug. Could be. You got your ETH list. That is clear. Maybe they changed the rate or whatever it is. So you're like back on the same thing as before. Now click on max on Ethereum. Or you can just put like 0.67 on ETH, just to oversimplify with the numbers. Maybe that's an issue. Normally, like on Uniswap, it's always a problem when there are like a lot of digits. Right. 0.67, that should be absolutely enough. Click on supply. Confirm. Why is it still refreshing though? I genuinely don't know why you're having that issue, to be honest. It should, you literally just swap.
I have okay, so it's wrapped ETH in my wallet and Matic.
Yeah, but that's fine, because those are exactly the one that you have. Because it also shows you that you have them in your balance. When you were clicking on max, it was showing that you have it. So that's good. I just don't understand why it doesn't allow you to move forward, because it should actually open the MetaMask, the MetaMask at this point, to just tell you to confirm the transaction. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe just a bug. You probably have to refresh, trying to like do that a couple of times. I generally don't know what's the problem there. Why is not picking it? I don't know. Try to do maybe 3,900 Matic. Let's see like that. We're doing another way. Okay, do that. Still nothing. 0.03. Okay. Press the X. Let me see the slippage. Let's see, maybe there is something
this
there.
one?
Yeah. Press on the gear icon on the top right.
Sorry, here?
Yes. Yeah, that one. Click that. Put 1% on the slippage. That's there on the right. You just have to click that. Shouldn't be that the case because the Matic if is the biggest one, but maybe like for whatever reason, let's just like see if that could be an issue. Open Matic, now it works. Done.
Okay.
So apparently the slippage was the problem on the biggest pool on on the entire exchange. Okay, cool. Fine. So transaction is done, all good. So now you have just provided LP, like you're providing funds into the pool. So now you have your token, you have your LP token for Matic Ethereum. So now you click on reward. So by the way, you're farming from the Matic Ethereum pool. So every time that someone is doing a transaction and so on, you receive your LP rewards from that. So you're doing the first staking or the first farming basically. Now you want to find the pool that has basically like what you are looking for, which is Matic Ethereum. You scroll down, there it is. You click on deposit. Now from there, it's going to show you the list. So basically like you deposit the quick VL, basically like yes. And now you obviously put max, which you're basically going to put the entire amount that you got, like all that LP token that you got before. You click on approve. Same thing as before, like keep in mind this, all this approval on Ethereum on layer 1, they will cost you like $9, $15, like those amount of money.
Yeah, this
here they cost nothing. Exactly, that's the thing.
Yeah, I just want to tell the audience. Obviously, Stefano is one of the more knowledgeable people on this type of thing in the space. I'm from a Bitcoin background, so what you are seeing here, I would almost consider myself a newbie for this type of thing, and I know it can be daunting doing it for the first time. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible for you. Like anything in life, you know, doing something for the first time is a little scary, people. I hope this video helps those of you out there.
There it is.
Feel like that.
Done. Now you're basically like you've joined your reward pool. So you are farming at this point. So you have your Matic on Ethereum. So you're supporting the network. You are going to get a reward every time that someone is exchanging Matic for Ethereum and so on from that layer pool and so on. And you're also going to get a 0.02433 quick token per day, which in today value, it's around $3 per day. It's not a crazy amount of money, but hey, it's almost $100 a month, which is not crazy. It's not bad for free by not doing anything. You're just sitting down. That's it. Because that's the beauty on that. Remember that the quick token, it's free for you because you're supporting the LP for Matic Ethereum. If quick token goes to 0, goes to 10,000, for you, it's no different. Yes, it is a different, obviously, because you're farming the quick token. So the higher the value of the quick token, the more money you're making. But if quick token goes to 0, it doesn't matter because you're supporting the LP of Matic Ethereum. You're earning from Matic Ethereum exchanges. The quick token farming part is on top for free. It costs you basically nothing to join that, because how much gas do you spend for that? Like half a cent, maybe something like that. And the only thing is that you need to keep in mind is that the pools on Quick are weekly. So every Monday, you will have to go on the Quick swap. You would have to remove the token with a button, like you really click, you remove. You receive your Quick token and your LP, your 45 LP back, and you join the next pool. and you're going to join the same one. That's the point of that. You're going to join the same ETH Matic. So you don't have to do the entire transaction of like exchanging Matic and this and that and so on. You're literally entering and exiting a pool every single week. So every week you're receiving $20
back up a minute
for free.
there, Sunshine. What do I have to? What do I need to be aware of now? And what do I need?
Every Monday.
Where does it tell me this?
It tells you that on rewards. Click on rewards. Okay. You see that you got like next rewards in 4 days, 4 hours, 25 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. When that goes to 0, those rewards are gone. They're going to be distributed, which means that you can receive them.
Okay.
But there is going to be new rewards that are going to be issued for next week. So you would have to go on QuickSwap on Monday, claim your rewards, claim back your LP tokens, your 45 Matic /ETH LP token, and you're going to join the next week rewards that are going to coming in. So for something that is going to take you literally 30 seconds to do on Monday, you're going to be paid $20. Why are you going to be paid $20? Because you're supporting the ecosystem. We say this millions of times. The ecosystem pays you if you are supporting that. If you're part of this space, you earn money. Okay. This is the perfect example of that.
Okay. So, all right. I mean, that is, I would say the UI here doesn't make that extremely clear to people that they need to do that. So at least if you're watching this video, you need to do it. Now, what happens if I don't show up on Monday and do that?
Nothing. It just means that like your tokens are going to be there, and you will have to click on archive pool, but your earning are going to stop. If you don't join the new one on the next week, exactly. Like obviously you've done the rewards for the week that you were in are gone, and that's it.
So Stefano, as my sort of first foray onto the Matic layer 2, would you say that I've done the most sort of basic and safe transaction here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that this is actually like very, very low risk. Like Matic Ethereum is a pretty okay pair. Like you're obviously your risk is the permanent loss on Matic or on Ethereum. Now, in the specific case of you, Sean, you have big positions on both Matic and on Ethereum, and you don't mind holding the two tokens, even if they go down in value. So you don't really have that risk at that point. It's not like you're investing or doing.
No, both. So actually, could you explain that to the audience? So for me, both Matic and Ethereum are two tokens that I have zero intention of selling, even if they were to lose 80% of their value. I'm holding them both.
Then you're just like making your capital working for you. That's exactly what you're doing. Because you're getting like, by joining a liquidity pool, you're making an income. Like you're taking a fee when people are using that pool to exchange.
Yeah, so just remind the audience, what is the income off this? Is it the quick token?
No, there are two things that you're going to earn. You're going to earn the quick token, which is that 0.02 that you're earning every day. And you're earning that because you're joining the pool. But your primarily things is that you're earning Matic and ETH when people are using the pool to exchange tokens.
Right.
You're providing liquidity to an LP right now. So if I come along and I'm like, oh, I have 10 ETH. Wait a second, I need some Matic. Let me go on QuickSwap. Let me exchange like 2 ETH into Matic. I pay a fee. I pay a 0.3% fee. The 0.3 that I'm paying, it's been distributed among all the liquidity providers. So you are one of those people. So you're going to receive a little bit of that 0.3% that I'm paying as a fee, you as well as like the other people that are providing LPs. So you're having your capital. You don't care about selling, okay? Matic and Ethereum would sit on your wallet. Here, what you're doing is like taking those tokens, making them working for you. And then you're taking that new LP that you're getting and you're getting a bonus on top of that because you decide to have your money working for you. You get a double reward simply because you decide to do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how this space works.
All right, people. Now we're going to get a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Creative. We're going to look at Galaxy Farm and a few other options on layer 2. I'm very passionate about what's happening at Polygon. Very passionate now about what's happening on Ethereum. So great to be learning this. Great to actually be getting in there and doing it properly. Thank you, Stefano, as always. See you next time, people, and we'll have a look at what I'm going to do with Galaxy Farm. Go and have some dinner, Stefano.
Take care.
Catch you later, buddy. See ya.